This is Nightline.
Tonight, face to face, families of the murdered Idaho college students confront the killer.
You're evil. There's no place for you in heaven. Go to hell.
Unleashing their pain and anger at the sentencing of Bryan Kohberger.
You're pathetic. You aren't special or deep, not mysterious or exceptional.
One of the surviving roommates speaking out for the first time.
He is a hollow vessel, something less than human.
And what we're learning tonight.
America needs to hear it, that the details are far more horrific than anybody ever imagined.
Plus, Keanu Reeves.
I'm not leaving.
Your choice.
Back on the big screen. Inside the John Wick spin-off, Ballerina. How fans greet the man behind The Matrix.
I do get like, nice to see you, Mr. Wick. Once in a while, I'll get an excellent.
Excellent!
What's next for Keanu?
Is there a chance we're going to see a John Wick 5 with you back in the suit?
And Taylor Swift, like you've never seen her before.
Are you ready for it?
Madame Tussauds capturing her signature Ready For It look, and others from the Eras Tour.
From ABC News headquarters in New York, this is Nightline.
Thanks for joining us. Tonight, the heart-wrenching scene inside an Idaho courtroom as families and loved ones confronted the killer, putting their anguish and pain front and center. He brutally ended the lives of 4 young college students in a case that gripped the nation. What did he do today when he had the chance to speak? Here's ABC's Kana Whitworth.
What happened that night changed everything. Because of him, 4 beautiful, genuine, compassionate people were taken from this world for no reason.
Dylan Mortensen, one of the surviving roommates who was in the King Road house the night her 4 friends were brutally murdered, speaking publicly for the first time.
He is a hollow vessel, something less than human, a body without empathy, without remorse. He chose destruction. He chose evil. He feels nothing.
Describing how her life has been shattered in a victim impact statement at the sentencing of Bryan Kohberger.
I can't breathe. I can't think. I can't stop shaking. All I can do is scream because the emotional pain and the grief is too much to handle. My chest feels like it's caving in.
It was Dylan who saw a masked man, later identified as Kohberger, walk right past her that night.
He stole parts of me I may never get back. He took the version of me who didn't constantly ask, what if it happens again? What if next time I don't survive?
The loved ones of University of Idaho students Kaylee Gonzalez, Madison Mogan, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin, unflinching and unfiltered.
If you hadn't attacked them in their sleep, in the middle of the night, like a pedophile, Kaylee would have kicked your ass.
As they were face to face with the admitted killer.
I'm shaking because I want to reach out to you, but I hope you feel my energy, okay? Go to hell.
Evil does not deserve our time and attention. We are done being victims.
This case gripped the nation because we're asking who, and then now we're left with the question of why.
Kohberger pleaded guilty earlier this month to the gruesome November 2022 murders. The plea deal sparing him the death penalty, but sentencing him to 4 consecutive life sentences. Kaylee Gonzalez's family had hoped for the death penalty.
So while I'm disappointed the firing squad won't get to take their shots at you, I'm confident that the men in prison will have their way with you in more ways than one.
When Kaylee's father spoke, he physically moved the podium to directly face Kohberger, the former PhD criminology student.
Police officers tell us within minutes they had your DNA, like a calling card. You were that careless, that foolish, that stupid. Master degree, you're a joke. Complete joke.
Her sister with a fiery rebuke of the murderer.
You're pathetic. You aren't special or deep, not mysterious or exceptional. Don't ever get it twisted again. No one is scared of you today. No one is intimidated by you. No one is impressed by you. No one thinks that you are important.
The pain and grief also palpable among the families of Xana Kernodle and Madison Mogan.
The innocent life of Xana that you stole from myself and my family, and the destruction it has caused. I am washing my hands of you.
I just don't know what to say right now. I just miss her so much, and I just love her. This shouldn't have happened.
Ethan Chapin's family choosing not to attend court today, but to honor him privately instead. The sentencing,
in my view, the time has now come to end Mr. Kohlberger's 15 minutes of fame.
Closing the book on a case that has gripped the nation and offering new details on the murders.
America needs to hear it, that the details are far more horrific than anybody ever imagined.
Motive is a very elusive thing because it oftentimes exists in the mind of the convicted killer. Unless that individual gives it up in an interrogation or telling an inmate, we may never know what Brian Kohlberger did or why he did it.
Every detail that has emerged from the investigation adding to the horror of what happened.
This happened in our house. We don't know what.
From chilling 911 calls to this selfie released in court records, prosecutors saying Kohlberger took it just hours after the murders. That night, Kaylee and Maddie, newly 21 and lifelong best friends, went to a popular campus bar around 10 p.m. They're later seen at the grub truck, laughing and ordering food. This video appears to be the last time they were seen alive. Authorities say their roommate Xana and her boyfriend Ethan, both 20, were at a fraternity party earlier that same night, arriving home around 1:45 a.m. It would be the last hours of their lives. According to court documents, between 4:22 and 4:24, one surviving roommate texts the other saying she saw a man clad in black. I'm freaking out right now. No, it's like a ski mask almost. And weeks later, Kohlberger was arrested at his parents' home in Pennsylvania.
Last night, detectives arrested 28-year-old Brian Christopher Kohlberger.
And since his arrest, prosecutors have maintained that surveillance footage, cell phone records, and DNA evidence link Kohlberger to the murders. Prosecutors say they still don't know Kohlberger's motive. The confessed killer not shedding any light when given the chance to speak in court.
All right, Mr. Kohlberger, you have an opportunity to make a statement if you wish to. I take it you are declining.
I respectfully decline.
Olivia Gonzalez, Kaylee's older sister, asking the questions that still haunt her.
Where is the murder weapon? The clothes you wore that night? What did you bring into the house with you? What was the second weapon you used on Kaylee? What were Kaylee's last words?
Kaylee's parents speaking to me outside court after the hearing.
They said that the marks that she had was unique just to her. The other victims did not have that same striping marking pattern. So, yeah, they did confirm that. But they also
stripy
confirmed,
marked pattern?
Yeah, she had marks on her mouth. She was stabbed over 30 times, but there was somebody who was stabbed more. We feel when people hear how atrocious this behavior is, it helps expose him.
Moscow, Idaho Police Department releasing redacted reports from the case today, painting a picture of unimaginable carnage. Some of the victims unrecognizable. The coroner's report saying a lot of force was used by the suspect. Authorities today describing their efforts to track down Kohlberger's still missing clothes and murder weapon.
I'm curious as to where you think or believe the murder weapon is, where you think or believe the clothes Kohlberger was wearing that night are, and how do you think he avoided forensics?
There is no evidence that we found that would lead us to any specific, even general location as to where the murder weapon or the clothes have been, and we searched.
It wasn't a lack of trying.
Investigators saying they found no link on social media between him and the victims.
We had every resource possible, and we worked that tirelessly, both from everything from his side, but all the victims and all the members of the house from their side. So we have never, to this date, found a single connection between him and any of the 4 victims or the 2 surviving roommates.
After the hearing, the now 30-year-old could be sent to Idaho's only maximum security institution.
All right, we're heading in.
The prison can house over 500 of the most dangerous and volatile inmates.
This is the long-term restrictive housing. The inmates here spend 23 hours a day in their cells, and when they are moved, they are restrained.
The grounds surrounded by double fences and razor wire.
He will be in prison with 4 consecutive life sentences plus an additional 10 years, and never have an opportunity to see the light of day outside of a prison. And so ultimately, we all know where Bryan Kohberger will die.
The families of the 4 lives cut short on November 13th, 2022, finding strength in each other, now turning to the future, but never forgetting what they've lost.
For Maddie, we will continue to love and care for our family and friends, including the families of Kaylee, Santa, and Ethan. We will remain united with them. We can only hope that others out there suffering similar losses can look to us and see that we can overcome hatred, darkness, and evil.
Our thanks to Kana. Our thoughts are with the families. Next up, we're one-on-one with Keanu Reeves. Why the 60-year-old star of the John Wick blockbuster says he'll never slow down.
I'm not afraid of John Wick.
And welcome back. You know, throughout his 40-year film career, Keanu Reeves has helped bring the word dude to popularity, trended up Matrix-style leather trench coats, and revealed on screen the humanity of a hitman. He's back now in front of the camera in a John Wick spin-off, and he sat down with ABC's Chris Connolly. Here's another look.
Tell them all, whoever comes, whoever it is, I'll kill them. I'll kill them all.
As the haunted assassin John Wick, Keanu Reeves has spearheaded this wildly profitable, non-stop action franchise, dispatching scores of henchmen and downplaying the chit-chat. What do you feel is John Wick's code?
I always talk about the characters John and John Wick. John Wick the assassin and John the man. And I think that we can feel that John the man is moral, ethical, a good person, a good man. There's a respect for that man. But they fear the John Wick, the assassin part of him.
His fan-favorite character now making an appearance in the new spin-off from the world of John Wick, Ballerina.
Why didn't you leave?
I'm working on it.
How does it feel to be 60 and still doing this at such a high level?
Well, that's kind of you to say. Having the chance to play John Wick in Ballerina and be 59.
We can tell the difference, yeah.
You can, it's subtle, but it's true.
3, 2, 1, go!
Besides playing the brooding gunman, Keanu also serves as an executive producer on Ballerina.
I'm not leaving.
Your choice.
Acting alongside star Ana de Armas, the film set during the events of John Wick Chapter 3.
How do I get out of here?
The front door is unlocked.
I came in, she'd already started filming, gone through all her training. So I was the kind of like the slow guy. I was the old vet.
How do I start doing what you do?
The scene that we have, she's kind of asking me, how do I do what you do? And I'm just like, basically.
Looks like you already have.
But with that comes a kind of sadness. Like this might not end well.
Nearly 40 years after his first film role, Keanu might be more beloved by audiences than ever. The irresistible Bill and Ted movies might have earned him a fan base first.
Excellent!
Along with edgy indies like My Own Private Idaho.
It's all right so long as the photographer doesn't, come on to you.
And supporting parts in mainstream comedies like Parenthood.
Can I speak frankly, no holds barred?
Then came the box office hits that transformed his career, like 1994's Speed.
Everyone on this side of the bus, now!
And 1999's The Matrix, whose groundbreaking visuals and storyline braided perfectly with Keanu's own affinity for the otherworldly. The success you've had with John Wick and its films really reminds me of how on fire you were when we talked the first time about The Matrix.
Yeah, there are two projects that changed my life. Personally and creatively.
Is that the movie that gets yelled out to you the most, or the line that gets yelled out to you most on the street?
What do I mostly get? John Wick's around, and I do get nice to see you, Mr. Wick. I get some Mr. Wicks, which are cool.
Still, Keanu has retained his mystique and enigmatic allure with an out-of-the-public eye persona that feels genuine and authentic at a time when little else is. What does that mean, that your audience is proud to have stayed with you these many years and has that affection for you?
Yeah, I mean, I get to feel that sometimes on the street, you know, the way people say hi or, you know, and I think part of that is you know, the chance with the characters that I've had to play.
You lead with a kindness and a reserve that I think...
That is true. That is to my nature. I mean, I'm pretty shy. Respecting others is in my kind of fabric. Until I know otherwise, then, you know, you're going to get that.
He's also seen a burst of creativity, starring in new non-Wick projects, like the video game Cyberpunk 2077, and films like Always Be My Maybe. Writing a comic book and a novel, producing an award-winning documentary series about Formula One, even voicing a Sonic the Hedgehog character.
You're a colorful bunch.
You didn't have to work that hard at this age. You could sit back on your laurels and take, you know, one movie at a time.
I wouldn't have all these opportunities if I didn't have the career I've had. I mean, I will say, like, from like my 50s, like early 50s, I did feel like that kind of, you know, do as much as you can before you close your eyes. And hopefully I'll be doing it like when I'm 68 and look like you.
A life already filled with so much love from fans, wondering if still more somehow awaits inside that John Wick suit. Is there a chance we're going to see a John Wick 5 with you back in the suit?
You know, I don't know. I mean, I think you can never say never. I love the role. I love the films. I mean, the guy died. I mean, he died.
Maybe.
Okay, there's a little maybe, but he, you know...
Was ambiguous.
I mean, ambiguous enough, I guess, just so that it wasn't such a downer for everybody. Give him a little, you know, it's kind of like John Wick itself, like a little ray of hope. But I don't know.
Our thanks to Chris and to Keanu. And when we come back, Taylor Swift getting an era's makeover of a brand new kind. 13 different ways to be bejeweled. And finally tonight, they're called Taylor Swift's Wax Twins. Madame Tussauds unveiling a series of life-size T-Swift wax likenesses, all in homage to her Eras Tour looks, like Taylor's Don't Blame Me snake outfit. And her signature beaded ensemble. 13 amazing Taylor Swift wax twins in total, on display right now in Hollywood, Vegas, New York, Orlando, and Nashville, with more locations to come. I'm sure there's a Taylor Swift pun somewhere. That's Nightline. You can watch all of our full episodes on Hulu. We'll see you right back here, same time tomorrow. Thanks for staying up with us. Good night, America.